Hi everyone, welcome to Must Read Monday. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. For today's episode, I'm going to be focusing on one of my all-time favorite comics and authors. So we're going to be talking about Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. So if you did not know, Heartstopper is making its Netflix debut this week on April 22nd, and I'm beyond excited about it. I've been reading Heartstopper for a really, really long time. I don't even know how long. Long enough that when Alice decided to self-publish like the first volume on Kickstarter, I got the first volume on Kickstarter. So that's how long ago it was. And then since then, the series has been picked up by publishers, and there are 4 volumes of Heartstopper out there, which, by the way, we have them in our collection. We're still waiting for volume 4 to get here, but we've got the other ones, like volume 1 right here. This is the first book. And we also have all of Alice's other books, which I'll talk about in a minute. So just a quick note, Alice Oseman uses she, they pronouns. And before Heartstopper came along, they wrote their first book, which is Solitaire. So that she wrote that when she was 19, which blows my mind. And it's focusing on Tori Spring, and these 2 characters are in Solitaire. So you've got Nick Nelson and Charlie Spring. So they come up throughout the plot of Solitaire. And then they also show up in a couple little novellas where they are the focus, and that's Nick and Charlie and This Winter. Those in our collection. So let me tell you about Heartstopper, and I'm just going to read you the summary real fast. Charlie, a highly strung, openly gay overthinker, and Nick, a cheerful, soft-hearted rugby player, meet at a British all-boys grammar school. Friendship blooms quickly, but could there be something more? Charlie Spring is in year 10 at Truham Grammar School for Boys. The past year hasn't been too great, but at least he's not being bullied anymore. Nick Nelson is in year 11 and on the school rugby team. He's heard a little about Charlie, the kid who was outed last year and bullied for a few months, but he's never had the opportunity to talk to him. They quickly become friends, and soon Charlie is falling hard for Nick, even though he doesn't think he has a chance. But love works in surprising ways, and sometimes good things are waiting just around the corner. And just wanted to show y'all really quick. So if you're on GoodReads, you can scan through volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are Alice's other books, which we have in our collection. Okay, so this book, like I said, I've been reading the comic for a long time, back when it first started out on Tumblr as a webcomic. So you can still go on the Tumblr link and read all of it. So if you want to read it before the show comes out, or if you watch the show and you're like, okay, I have to read this, you can read it for free there. You can read it on Tapas and Webtoon as well, and highly recommend it. So good. And then, if you want to actually read physical volumes, you can check them out for the library, but you might have to be waiting for some of the other ones. So just to give you a feel for her art style. And, Nick and Charlie, obviously, we love them, but there's also great side characters, best friends, family, teachers. It's just incredible. And what I love about Alice's stories, just all of them, is they write such incredibly relatable characters. All of the stories are contemporary, and they pretty much all, I think, revolve around characters who are part of like the larger LGBTQ community. Like, not every single character is. There are quite a few straight characters, so, but usually like the main characters are, and not that it's like that's like the main thing, because like Alice, I think, writes very complex and wonderful characters. So there's a lot of representation there for mental health, for different like racial and ethnic groups, and also just kind of like, you know, different types of families, different types of backgrounds. And I know, like, I've loved everything that Alice has written, especially, like, well, I mean, I can't really pick a favorite, but Loveless, which is one of her, like, her newest one, the main character for that is a romantic and asexual and is going off to college, and that one I just really got me. So yeah, I just think, you know, if you watch Heartstopper, which I really hope you do, and then you're like, I gotta read everything, then there's so much out there for you. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and so like if you are like a super fan, or you become a super fan and you read all of the published content available to you, you can go on Alice's website, and there's a tab for extras, and there are like bonus short stories, all kinds of stuff. There's like some interactive stuff for one of her books that I really love, which is I Was Born for This. So it's featuring, which is like about a boys band. So like one of the main characters is like the lead singer for the band, and the other main character is like a super fan of the band. So yeah, if you go on the website, there is some like interactive content focusing on the characters of that book, as well as some short stories about them. And personally, I would really love to know more about these characters. I know, since I follow Alice Oseman on different social media platforms, they've talked about the possibility of writing more about those characters in the future. So I'm like, fingers crossed. Yeah, speaking of, I'm just going to show you real quick. So you can find Alice Oseman on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Those are the main things I use. And trying to see anything else you should know. I don't know. I'm just very excited. So, I want everyone to read the story and enjoy it. And yeah, I love how the stories are just, they feel like they're very realistic and well-paced, and I always feel like the characters have enough room to grow. There usually is, well, I say usually, that's not really true. You know, there might be like romantic plots, like especially in Heartstopper, like I feel like that's kind of a lot of the main focus, but that's not like the only thing that's happening. There's a lot of other issues the characters are contending with, which, by the way, also, if you go on Alice Oseman's website, there is a page for content warnings under extras, so if you are concerned about that at all, you know, you can check that out ahead of time before you start reading. So yeah, that is my little quick book talk for today. I just want everyone to get like hyped about this series and watch it and read it, and hopefully come talk to me about it. If you've watched any of my past videos, which I know there's like a million, I've basically talked about every single Alice Oseman book ever in some video or another. But yeah, hype it up, hype it up, hype it up. Alright, y'all. don't forget, April 22nd, Heartstopper, and that's also Earth Day, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're doing Earth Day stuff here on Wednesday, so that's exciting too. Okay, talk to you all later. Bye.